Hey, what going on, buddy? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you there now.
Yeah, buddy. I not, you know, son. I had to add you to the to the Zoom, and I didn't even see that is that I had to do skates. Yeah, buddy. Hey, I'm taking a big chance with this interview here, right? So bear with me.
Why?
I don't
Why you
normally
taking?
do things like this, eh?
So why you choose to do it?
No, well, because after one time is a next, and this is something important that in order for us to accurately represent the situation, it has to be a live
Yeah.
thing where I talk to you and you respond to me directly with without any cutting up or any editing up or anything. You
Okay.
understand?
Oh.
And that's
Oh.
how do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So you're free
Okay.
to
Okay.
speak and however you want, do your thing, however you want to talk is up to you, right?
All right. Cool. You do what you gotta do.
Right.
I
So
game. I game. And you're right. There's a lot of good things could come. A lot of comedy could come with it too. But I can follow you. I can follow your lead.
yeah, well, that's basically it. We dep on the live, we having a conversation. I hide it like
Right.
a skunt because obviously the police gonna come for me and me want end up in you shoes. Right now, you closer to the jail than me, and I want to keep it like though.
But no, I don't. I don't. I think you should keep it now. Keep it close out of the lockup. By I think the lockup most thing than the jail. By the lockup ain't easy. By the lockup is a place to die for. If you know what I mean.
Well, they ain't
It ain't
catching
easy,
me. They ain't catching me in the lockup. They ain't catching me in the jail. They ain't catching me no way because it's hiding for 4 or 5 years. I doing this thing. It's bare
but-
hiding skunt. They catch a man the other day, said that oh he's Mudwata, and up to now they can't prove it. Because while the man, well, you know, while the man they in the court and so on, the thing story, I know outside there, make turn them outside there. You
uh,
understand? And they still
uh,
can't do nothing. They seize the man equipment, they seize that kind of thing, and I still out there turn him. So me know if he's Mudwater, how it is that he there in the lockup and still turn him from the lockup and talking about what Guyana in the lockup. It's
uh,
bare scunt, buddy. Bare scunt.
I like how you deal with it though. You deal with it in a nice way. You level out this ice call we is doing edutainment because although you making real fun of everything you understand, got a message behind it. And this is why I pay attention a lot to what you just do. You know what I mean? I was a big fan of Mudwater, man. You know what I mean? Like I glad that we'll actually link up and do this. You know what I mean? Because these things like you said, this is unprecedented. You doing this and I even giving interview at this time. You
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
with all this bullshit going on with me.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know,
So I
you
got
know.
to.
I don't know, that I not gonna come in with a biased perspective, right? I'm not gonna come in with a biased point of view and try to get you to wrap yourself up like big shits.
No, man, you could do it. I could deal with it however you want.
No,
You done recording already?
yeah, don't record it.
Oh, good.
Was
So we get
saying,
off it.
right?
Yeah, man.
I coming in as if me ain't got no feeling, me ain't got no opinion. I come in to you, I talking to you. If somebody now see something or hear something that you say and they want to come and debunk it or whatever, I would give them the opportunity to because there's always role.
You
Yeah, it's no
understand?
problem. As a matter of fact, since whatever happened with me, I went to the beer. It's a Facebook man. So I go right away and say, man, y'all throw y'all best stones. And if y'all don't have enough stones, ask me and lend y'all some. Because I know that a lot of people just waiting for the opportunity for bust me head, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they kind of define me in their own eyes. I don't know how you just define another man without getting to know you or another person without getting to know you. But it all comes with the popularity. For example, if people could only know your face, but I don't think you would walk easy in this town at all. But you'd feel like you're in a prison. I ain't gonna lie sometimes. You know what I mean? Because it's tight as a popular person. You're doing so many things. You're involved in so many things, involved in community work and all these things. And then to hear that you do what? By look, and then you got what was a so-called political voice. I don't know why people think I'm into politics, but of course I share my opinions on current issues, which
Man, you's a
might be
new man, man.
political.
What you talking about, buddy?
No,
You
no,
could
no.
not
It's a
give people
AFC
those that don't watch your videos,
man.
them.
Wait, come on. Hey, this man here, he's a scunt, Listen to this. I the AFC man, boy.
Listen, nobody don't sit down and say, oh, APNU, AFC, Skunt FC, or whatever. If it's APNU, it's APNU. You understand? It's one umbrella. So if you're representing up AFC or WPA or anything, you're falling under the umbrella of APNU, and there's the problem.
So, but suppose now, here laugh, you know. Suppose now the AFC decide one day, them one collate, but them one collate to with the up to umbrella. The one collate to the PPP. What am there now?
The PPP, they gonna call it to the PPP. I'd like to see how they come. I would like to see the day come. It probably might be good. You never know. It probably might be good. But there's a day that I don't think we would see. And I don't think we should even explore the as an option right now because those bears country looking at there.
But the whole thing looking confusing. You understand? Because one of the things I'm noticing is that Guyanese themselves helping to smuggle Venezuelans into Guyana. So I don't know how to really. That man look like if they concentrating on the money, that man ain't got time with no land.
Yeah, bye. All right, so we got you here. All right, like I said, we just get off in, and whatever it is, it is. All right, no hard feelings, no animosity to each other. And I know that you noticed that the team did a video on you, but we ain't gonna cover the or go wrong there right now, right?
I think I think I remember a
Good.
theater. I didn't see, I
So,
see some of it.
So just to give you a little bit of context on that, this is what we just do. If thing happening, we can talk about it. And again, it's not like it's something personal. We come in and attack you over or anything. Hey, these people stupid, bad by. They call him Mudwata and expecting Mudwata for answer the WhatsApp. One said stupid WhatsApp calls I used to get in all day. Anyway, so let me backtrack a little bit, right? Let me go down back to the days when you were in the music industry. I read an article that said that you were involved in the music.
All right, no, the career actually started with music. It didn't start with comedy. I started selling records back in the 80s with a place called Mama's Record Bar. And then I went over and worked with Majestic's Record Bar. They used to record a lot of cassettes and in them days. And then I started working with a lot of clubs. I would like be the opening DJ for a lot of clubs, the warm-up DJ, as the man would say. And then I did a stint in Antigua. So it really started with music. It didn't start with acting and comedy at all.
so like
So
you're a
if they're
music
saying that, they're
man, and then
probably
you
right.
transition into this
Yeah,
comedian thing.
yeah, come into this country.
This
Yeah,
country.
yeah, this country, by
All
because
right.
comedy is country, you know.
Hey, one of them.
Anyway,
All right. In one of them same article, you mentioned that you're more attracted to like the def jam style performances. Well, what exactly draw you to the particular style? And who are some of the people that you used to look at the time? Because everybody does draw from something, right? So who was really your inspiration at that time when you say, man, hey, is the def comedy style I want to do similar to what?
well, similar to joke telling, like not taking anything away from Habib Khan, Henry Rodney, or Johnny Jones at the time, but it was like going away from just the joke telling and really doing stand-up comedy. The kind of material and the kind of topics that the Def Comedy Jam comedians do is really and yeah, brother, and there's really delve deep into those topics, and they just bring out some truth. They even bring out some solutions to problems through comedy. And I kind of started getting attracted to it because when I started theater, I didn't start with comedy. I started with drama. But when I look really at the drama fraternity, you have to be close with somebody to get stage, you know.
Not only that, you got be a bugger man too.
By well, I can't take the by the smell. Of shit is upset me. That's why I couldn't take the cell the other day. I had to come out anyway.
No. All right, I did just try to lash the theater industry because what are you looking at it? And there's one set of chicken hens we see that I don't understand is going on. One set of chicken hens in the theater industry.
Three.
I think they're stifling their own selves because if people want to support them and people taking a good look at them, they might start finding no, I'm not gonna do this because they're doing this. You know, so that's why I see it in the earlys, and I decide to branch off and do the stand-up bit and start getting this identity that was different than anybody else's. It's close to Habib Khan because I partnered myself off Habib Khan at the start.
Yeah, Abikan was a legend. Abikan was a legend. You know what? You know what blew me away with Abikan? The one skit The one skit with the fence. The fence and the gate. Not the fence. The absence of the fence and the big gate with the padlock.
But you ain't want to walk with the man around the place, man. Me and
Yo,
the man went to Linden and like have the can't cough in the ear, this heavy coughing cold. I thought this man the pass up to me get frightened by. When we reached the show like about 300 people in Linden. This place ram tight. I say, you don't know. I telling the promoter, I said, bye, Habib sick. Man, here, Habib, don't tell the man I sick, you know. When you see him ready, just give him the mic. You know, that man went there. During the entire performance, the man had cough one time. It's when the man come out back the stage, people cracking up with laugh. Then Habib pick up back the coffin again.
the
The
man
man
is
was
sick,
so
man. The man is sick. The man
um,
is just old.
The man is old for 200 years straight. The man is old. Because ever since I know myself, this man old. And this man just old all the time. I never, I
Jummy
Never.
used to tell him, man. Jummy would tell him, man, he's doing a disappearing act for me because he just getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, you know. That's how he is.
Rest,
And then I
rest in
start looking
peace
at
to
people like
legend Abby Khan.
yeah, something should be named after African in this country, but
Indeed, something
I ain't
theater
gonna lie
related.
about now.
But now
Yeah,
without
that's
it
fuck.
going these days, and certainly not with them. Them people who are running the industry right now and the ministries, and them thinking them petty people who just be running them ministries. We can't call it name because you don't know. They come for Wisconsin and them thing no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind, man. What they're gonna do really? Like we have again, take some baseball bat, give me some lash. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Nah,
You
nah,
better
nah.
save them
Don't
baseball
call
bat.
baseball bat for yourself because them baseball bat serious.
Hey, let me tell you something about water. Eh? The baseball bat, when it hit them on, it put them up on mute till now, boy. You ever see a lash put somebody on mute?
Well, this now the
well, this now what the baseball bat supposed to do. The baseball bat doing it work. Baseball bat is meant to shut people up. You feel like I shut somebody up. You know, the same guy in his critic there. He would have never been talking about me if I did show up by you with a baseball bat. You understand? Because he got the post. He's a very scared man, oh, and he got the post. If ever the only show up by a guy in his critic with a baseball bat, nothing you want to talk about me. Anyway, let me just backtrack a little because you can't go too much yeah, right? But this particular question, coming from something that you mentioned, it's not on the list. I never see you in a dress, Chow Paul. Tell me about her.
I never see you in a dress.
Dress.
I never
I never see you in a shocking color wig. Me know if you wear it, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't know if you wear a shocking color dress or if you wear a wig or a green wig or what. I don't know if you did, but I never see you in one.
in one.
Hey, Mudwata, for real, you just country, you know.
Oh, we got him, buddy. Man, I
Why you
feel.
going looking? Why you looking for me in a dress and a wig?
Oh, man.
No, man, because here's what about it. Like I watching the trend, right? And it seemed like if you don't put on a wig, if you don't put on a dress in Guyana, you're not funny.
Yeah, well, I guess you're referring to the two favorites out there, in terms of Beyonce and Kunchi. I just start thinking, because they trying to outdo each other. I just wonder which one let me give away first. If not, let me give away yet. I get very I'm suspecting that somebody gave away, but I don't know. But I had one time though, and let me be honest with you, right? I had one time. I had 3 seconds on stage. That is my biggest 3 seconds ever. Link Show 25. This
Yeah.
skit was a guy mother saying that her son didn't get to know a woman and the son need to get a woman and she was more worried. And when the man come home, the man bring home a bad woman. Hello, family, how y'all doing? And they feel into it. They didn't like that.
You was the
They said
bad
he go
woman?
get somebody red and somebody nice and decent. And the man go and bring me, dress up in a halter back, a tight bag over my hand.
What? God damn!
Let me tell you something. I walk on the stage, and as soon as I walk on, I make 1, 2, 3 lights went out, black out. People broke up with laugh, and I went out and take out back my wig. So that was my 3 seconds of Batman fame.
All right, you know what? Let me tell you something. I met Kunchi in person. I met this other guy, the colorful one, man. The not what you call it? Yeah, Beyonce. I met both of them in real life, and these guys are pretty cool, right? What I don't like is how the industry set them.
Mud, you're giving away yourself.
No. Everybody knows me,
You're
buddy.
giving away yourself. how you could say them guys pretty cool? I mean, I don't understand how the pretty come in there,
No,
you know,
no, no.
boy.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty undercool. Well, not cool so much, but you know what I mean. no, don't let me lash them man aside, buddy. But what I'm trying to say, right? Them man are cool. You understand? And what I didn't really like is how the industry pushed them. Because remember, is the industry now gotta basically guide you and react to you product and you works. Now if you doing works and when you put out a jolly video with Wigan, so they're getting more attraction, they're getting more thingy, getting more bookings and so it's like you're getting pushed into the direction. You understand? And this is why I choose
Yeah.
to be Mudwata because I didn't gonna put on no fucking skirt. I didn't gonna put on no wig. You understand? I didn't put on no dress for impress and make nobody laugh. Everybody had to rake them mud scunt. So I gonna make Mudwata. I said Mudwata, yo, you can be a man. They're not gonna even be able to tell your fucking ethnicity, right? They're gonna love your scunt because everybody like talk scunt and everybody just be thinking what you just be saying. It's just that the scunt just be frightened for saying it. You understand? So that's why we end up with 200 and something thousand on YouTube and 200 and something thousand on Facebook because everything that we be saying is true. There's one, and a lot of people just be thinking it, but they're just frightened for say it.
So critic got you post.
Cricket ati para cake, buddy. Cricket ati para cake. Cricket is a cricket.
He was not right there, so brother. But you see the reason why I'll tell you this, right? Um, sometimes it's all about giving the people what they want. Because I remember going one time to Bartica, right? When Henry Rodney was alive. On a Thursday we would rotate, you know, Jumbie go on Thursday, Henry go, and then I go. And we do stand-up comedy for the people. And I was third after Henry Gunn and John Big. I was third, and the police was like, Chow. Um, them boys say can't perform tonight. I said, well, why? They said because them boys coming and cuss up and talking about bugger and suck and that kind of thing, and they want a kind of comedy. I said, ma, well, between me, y'all, it's cool. I could change my routine, but I'm here. If y'all want me to perform, somebody got to pay me. So they decided to allow me to perform, and I was like performing for like 45 minutes. The people are laughing, right? But they ain't laughing out loud. They're laughing, they're laughing. So after 45 minutes, I said, I bust a big joke and I bust a big laugh. And I said, man, thanks for coming out so much. I really appreciate it. God bless you. My name is Chow. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the night. And the lady said, wait, man, this all you come forgive me? And I said, well, I'm to you scunt man like you licorice. And the show start over right then, Mudwata. Because that's what the people want to hear, by. I end up cussing for the next 2 hours. This is the longest show I ever performed. The show lasted for about about 2.75 hours. I drink like about 12 bottles of water for these people by. When I done, I say I get in lock up pay. The police come and say, Choco, no, see what you want. But we mean by them people want the kind of comedy. That's what I want.
Yeah.
So sometimes most of the people out there, they want to see them buying a dress, they want to see Mara and up and saying, hi, my loves, you know. And, you know, if it paying the bills, well, why not?
Yeah, well, that's why at the end of the day I respect them. You understand? Me got nothing personal against them. It's just the industry and how it's set up is kind of disappointing to me. You understand? So it's not like I got anything personal against them. Yeah, no Mars.
Yeah. Yeah, Mars is an okay comedian. He's not one of the best comedians, in my judgment, because I started like it is, right? But when Mars is on the show, people know Mars is gonna be out there in the T-back. He gonna whine and touch his toes, and they buy tickets just to see that, bro.
Not me. I never buy a ticket for going to see Mars. Rest in peace, Mars. I didn't have no problem with Mars in real life, right? But Mars was one of the most anti-man in Guyana. Little bit more, and Mars would have been more anti-man than Otisha. And Otisha is anti-man capital.
He will be president of the HQC. I don't think Otisha would have won the position. Mars was definitely running the cathedral in the night. He would have been Marshall. He would have saying who forget no, I can't use the word, right?
You could use whatever word this is an uncensored program.
Mars would have said, no, hello, you don't bother Thin Slice. You too big. Thin Slice gotta get it, man. Remember Thin Slice, right?
Yeah,
Thin
Thin
Slice,
Slice would
Thin Slice disappear by.
yeah.
Hey, one thing I'll tell you about, when you see the Guyanese public hold on for an issue, they don't lose it, you know. You understand? They don't lose it at all.
They
But
gotta
I'll
get
tell
new
you,
issue.
Yeah, I gotta get you one. But to me, I'll tell you straight, comedy is a very special part of my life. It's something that I love with all my heart. It's something that I will do most because like I won't put on a dress or them things to get a laugh or raise a character, but I will do what it takes to ensure that when the audience come, they can have a ball. And I've been successful at it for quite a number of years. It's about 18 years I do anything now. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know your face old, buddy, your face old. So, all right, Chow Po. Tell me about Chow Po. Who is Chow Po, as you would describe it? How would you describe the character Chow Po? Because Chow Po is not the person, it's your character. You're Cork Jardine. So, who is Chow Po in the context of stage and performing?
Chopo is a matured Chowmin.
Like an overcooked chow mein?
All right, because let me tell you, when I was growing up, my call name was Chow Min, and I was always into community activity, sports, and music and entertainment. Right, that was always part of it. But fortunately or unfortunately, I went to play around with drugs, and it fucked me up for a little while. I found back that person inside me back in 2003. After I went to rehab in 1998. In 2003, I found backstage. And from then to now, I've managed to build this character based on my experiences and my life and my love for life as a whole. My being on stage is an extension of me sharing my life with people. Is more than like, you know, as a drug user, I cause a lot of people a lot of pain. Now, just to be able to watch them laugh, it really satisfies my heart and soul. Sometimes people say I go overboard with my material, but that's where comedy takes me. Sometimes when I'm on stage, Mudwata got the mic. Don't ask me what I can say next, cause I don't fucking know. It comes off the top of my head. It comes from sometime in my heart. This comedy is unbelievable where it comes from, and that's why I'm more different than most comedians out there. Like if people went to the uncensored shows where I perform, they could easily see there's a difference because I took on the international style of comedy, not the regional or the local style, the international style. Because in my heart, from the time I began doing it, I wanted to tour the Caribbean, I wanted to tour New York, I wanted to tour Canada, and I wanted to make my material acceptable wherever I go. It must fit into that culture. Like when I was in America last year, right? I went to a lot of comedy clubs and do a lot of open mic comedy to all white crowds, and they don't know me, they know who the fuck Chow is. But the people laugh, they give me encouragement, they pay me $10, and that's what I like. That's why the style like I'm doing, like when we go to Linden this next weekend, is going to be heavy.
Hey, don't promote your thing yet. You're gonna get a chance. You're gonna get a chance. Don't run away. This is me interview. Hold on. Don't promote your thing yet. I can give you a chance to promote your thing, right? So for those who don't know, Chow Po has a big comedy jam coming up in Linden. You're gonna hear about it later down in the show. But right now we gotta get the juice out of Chow Po first before he promote the thing and then he run away. You understand? So we gotta hold it down. All right. So let me go back to upscale. What year was upscale?
Huh?
What year was Upscale Comedy Jam?
Still, like it was about 2005.
Good. You get a lot of criticism in them time though by upscale and you went getting bullied. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. Somebody say you went start a boss joke or some particular boss joke that was being referenced. Tell me about the time.
Friends. Tell me about
That
the
if the
time.
say was upscale, they must tell him the scunt lie. Tell him if they said Chopo boss at upscale, said Charles Chopo lie scunt. Chopo boss in Linden, boy.
That
The
was really
same place,
boss.
Linden. Linden boom me back saying I have the blast stage ban. I mean lying to you.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that.
What? Henry Rodney tell me go up and do some stand-up comedy because they getting ready for a skit. I was young and I didn't was green. I run to the people stage and start that joke and the lady all a boo. And then the whole stadium went boo, come off the stage, send somebody else. I do a one final joke, they laugh a little bit, and I run off the stage. That was not the worst part though, Mud. Here the worst part. I go back to do a skit with Henry Rodney and here a lady in the crowd. Oh God, look, Mr. Morin again. I said, but like, hey. No, I get boo in Trinidad. I get boo in Trinidad too. I get boo in Trinidad.
Ah.
I'm shitting. I get boo like a scunt in Trinidad, but then people really boom a scunt.
Alright,
Then people
so
tell me
What was the worst? What was the worst joke you think you ever tell?
the worst joke. When you say worst, what you mean?
no,
Like,
like
No, like you get boo enough time. You had some unpleasant experience, right? But in your opinion, what was the worst joke that you think you ever tell that got the most horrible response or the most negative response?
this is a hard question, Mudwata. The reason why is because um, I boss with a set of jokes, right? And then I go to another venue and I ram the venue with the same kind of jokes, with the same, very same jokes. You
it's
know,
like it's like some people like boss jokes.
yeah, some people like box jokes, like I was a real fuck up comedian. I went to Boxtown one time, right? And this during the crime wave, and everybody talking about who like thief more, who black people like thief and colored people like thief and black people. I said, man, why y'all don't shut your mouth, black people? Because black people like thief. It's just that y'all thief different things than colored people. Colored people thief, yeah, but y'all thief different things than that black people. Black people snatch your watch, snatch up your car, run away with your TV, your wallet and your chain and them kind of ras. You understand? Black people go out for night thief and they get none for thief, they snatch up their own hat and run home. You understand this thief stubbornness. So when Koli people thief and they thief things that make sense.
Like you're
Things like the
talking about housing
elections.
ministry or what?
Yeah. Thief things like elections, the only housing ministry.
By I hear a man from one of them minister office got a Range Rover, big apartment buildings and all kind. I say they in the wrong business, boy.
I don't want to let me vehicle I feel all by strong man.
I said I in the wrong business, but yo. All right, so let me stick a pin right there. We got to because we teeth in Zoom, right? So we got to 40 minutes thing. So let me just disconnect and come on back. Good. Let me just call you back right away, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me there now?
Yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear. Hey, where you teeth in? Where you teeth in Zoom every 40 minutes you gotta run off your squad. But here's one up. I didn't know that you had to wait now for call back. People joke me, people say, hey, wait your squad. 9 minutes before you could make another call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let me use up this 40 minutes nicely.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so things are going and get a little bit interested now. We done with the introductions and so.
Yeah, we don't really
All right.
stubbornness.
How you feeling so far though? Everything I read.
Yeah, man, I am feeling as per normal. I always on the positive side
All
of
right.
things, you know what I mean? In
All right.
everything, there's a lesson to be learned, so I save.
All right, good.
All right. Good.
So
So what I wanted to move to next
Yeah.
is well, I tried to work in chronological order. So the next issue that I wanted to touch on was the Dave Singh what do you call it, saga or whatever, when Dave Singh bust the scunt out of his daughter.
Yeah, put it as it is, man. The Dave Singh
Yeah,
kicked the
right.
belly.
So there was a video that you made at that time where you gave your perspective and it got a lot of like what do you call it thing, criticisms. No, people are bashing you because
Yeah.
of your opinion on the entire thing. So what I wanted to do, because usually people's rationale are drowned out when there is public pushback on a certain issue, right? So people tend to just stop addressing it. But I was always curious to know your rationale behind the comments. And well, it seemed at the time to the public that well, you were supportive of Mr. Singh, right? And you seem empathetic to the situation. So I just wanted to touch that a little bit and figure out what was your rationale behind that whole video and your comments that you expressed at that time.
All right. There's a reason that we have psychologists and social workers in our midst, in any part of the world. and their job is to offer support to persons who probably going through mental and other issues. I have been a person who have been through a lot. I've experienced a lot in life, and I know what it is to make a mistake and to be condemned for it. I know what it's like not having support when I really needed support. I know what it's like to feel alone in a room full of people. And I also know what it's like because I've experienced it. We won't go deep into the with what I would term openly as brat children who will grow up to do things to their parents disrespectfully. All right, these things happen. It's part of living life on life terms. And unfortunately, um, um, Mr. Dave responded to one of his bouts by way of that strike, which I totally told him um, um, when he first called me that it was totally wrong to do what he did. He wanted to explain to me so I could better understand. For some strange reason, he wanted to trust me with some kind of thing. So I made myself available. When he went into detail, which I will not share here, I look at him and said, "Bro, I understand your pain. I've been through a lot. I've been through um, a lot of issues like this many a time, even when I was on drugs and when I was off of drugs. The challenges in this area for men is very hard. And I don't think it's fair that everybody should turn a back on their backs on anybody who make a mistake like Dave did. So I asked Dave at the point in time, Mr. Dave, what do you want to do about this situation? He said, Chopo, I am totally embarrassed. I'm hurt. I'm now willing to pay the consequences of that action. My mind is already made up. I said to Dave, well, what you want to do going forward, because that's the most important thing. You already had to have the experience. What you want to do? He said, but Chopo, who can I talk to? I said, well, bro, listen to this. I got a shoulder that kind of wide. If there's anything about you at any time, know you have my support. And Dave would call from time to time when the issues is too much for him. I will offer some advice. I will share some of my experiences with him. And that was the kind of support I was given to Dave. I never stood with Dave when he and said, well, it was okay to kick the youngster like that. That's not right. Don't hit them. As a matter of fact, we don't come to me story, I guess, just now. But that was my stand for Dave. And because I don't think anybody in this life that makes a mistake like that should be condemned to death. I mean, we want to say, yes, it's wrong, but what are you going to do to the individual? Are you going to put him under a mental stress so he does something scary like taking suicide or deciding to say, look, fuck it, my life is done. This is how society is going to see me as a children abuser for the rest of my life. How am I going to live with it? Blam, and just take your own life. These things happen. People talk about mental issues and helping people on with mental issues, but are they really prepared to help people with mental issues? So that is the stance I took with Dave. We rolled it through. I was in America when Dave he called and he says, "Man, I think might finally there's going to be a closing to this. I'm preparing to spend some nights, as he put it, on the cold concrete." And I said, "Well, brother, look at it this way: nothing happens without God's permission. There's a lesson to be learned from this. Fathers also who probably make the mistake you make will learn from it. So look at it in a positive way." Dave, I think Dave is out back on the road. He called me a couple of days ago. He was now more concerned about me and my situation now. And he was like, Chow Paul, you have my shoulder to lean on if you need it. And that is where I stood with Dave.
All right.
All right.
So the
So the
outcome
outcome
of
of his
his
case
case
eventually
eventually
landed
landed him
him in prison for a
for a
time.
time.
Yeah, yeah,
Would you
Would you
say
say
that
that
yeah.
the
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 punishment
punishment
matched
matched
the
the
action?
action?
Um,
Because you said you admitted that he
he
did
did with
say that he
law,
was
right?
wrong and that he did not
He did with law,
deserve to
right?
be condemned. But he spent some
Yeah,
time in incarcerated. So would you say then that
yeah.
the time that he spent was did that basically what do you call it? Is it fair then? The time that he spent in jail for the thing, is that enough payment to pay back?
To pay back for his sins.
Uh, Jail time is waste time, as far as I see it, right? However, I'm more like the person that goes with the law. If the law side fits, the magistrates and everybody side fit, when they look carefully at the case, and they thought that that was the best judgment for him, because they're in that authority. I think that that is where I will go as well. Whatever the judgment of the court says is what I would go with. Whether it's enough time or it is not enough time, whether that time would teach Dave a lesson, or it would make his daughter feel like she's got some justice, is all left to be seen. But the actions of the court is the actions of the court. Whatever they decide, that's what I will roll with as well.
All right. So hopefully we could maybe get an interview with Dave and hear from him, because he of course was not given the opportunity to actually express himself, like he would have confided in you and so on. I'm sure there are things that he would have wanted to say that he just would never get the opportunity to say, given mainstream stance on certain things. But in the interest of fairness, we like to listen to everybody. If the public decide, okay, they want to have a conclusion after what we say, that's their business. But at least we would have gotten to hear all parties and hear everybody's story. So if it is that Mr. Singh is willing to do an interview similar to this, I would welcome him, and we can make this a series, Muddy Talks or some scunt like that, and just get into the mud. You know what I mean?
Just get into the
Yeah,
mud. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely. We need to.
But we gotta
All
move
right.
on from
But we
Hedo
gotta move
because
on
this is
from
not
Hido,
he
because
time.
this is not he time. This is you
Yeah,
time.
man.
Right?
Yeah.
So
So the you're a comedian,
right?
right? And now you're saying that you're also like a community shoulder,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, now these real life issues transition into I mean comedic commentary, right? So how do you
Yeah.
approach incorporating these real life stories and incidents into your material, your comedic material?
Um, it's very easy to do. Because when I experience the challenges of life, living it on these terms, and I always have a funny side to it. For example, my latest experience is going to be hilarious when it hits the airwaves very soon. It's
This is
going to be
Linden.
very hilarious. In Linden, it's going to be very. I'm going to analyze myself. I'm going to analyze everybody involved. I'm going to tell you about the murder man and me the share cell and stuff like that. It's going to be. I'm going to talk some shit, man. Look, I wish you would be there with your flashy camera so you could show
Oh, I
the
could
world.
send my camera, but like I said, the police could have waited for me. Me that one though. I frightened jail bad. Let me tell you something. Maybe T never get touched. You understand? Maybe T never get touched, and I am mortally afraid of jail.
But hey, this entire look, this routine I've got, it's not the first time I will use my life experiences to do comedy from it. So it's gonna be good. And this is the kind of comedy I like.
Somebody coming back there, who's though?
Yeah, them are forward.
Well, I go along the way now. You don't do the interview. Let them go along the way.
I know about celebrity vegan, you be beating I told. Yeah, man. That's how it's roll. Yeah,
Yeah, you're
man.
telling me.
So yeah. So I can make laugh off of my own issue in London, and everybody can be able to hear it.
All right. So it
All
seemed
right.
like you're
So
done
it
ready
seemed
to
like you're
address
done
the
ready for
elephant in
address
the
the
room,
elephant in the room.
right?
Yeah, man.
Right.
The elephant
So
taking too long. You sure you
the
told?
the elephant. All right. Good.
I
Good.
got
Let me
something
get to
for
the
both
elephant.
spirits.
Let me get to the elephant. Right. So
Yep.
the reports, right? The reports touched the airwaves. Chow was charged for abusing his daughter. He was placed on station bail and subsequently court bail, right? So you were charged, you end up in the court. We know all of the story, but we do not know what led to this situation in the first place. And that is what intrigued me in the first place. Because, like, I mean, whether or not you beat your child, right? I still want to know what's the story behind it. And
Mhm.
of course, there was something that was circulating in the underworld that was connected to that in terms of the social media narrative, right? So tell me the story.
I don't know where you want to start, You want to give me a
I want
start?
you to start. I want you to start from the time that you realized that the girl was at the police station, right? I want you to tell me the story. No, you got hold back, not right? If we talking, we talking. We got to this thing.
All right. Let me walk like how the media walk it. Let me walk it like how the media walk it. I think it's best we come from the banner big. We use calling some name,
Big
man.
Big
shit.
shits. His name is Big Shits. His
Yeah,
name
let me
is
start from
Leroy Big
you know.
Stinking Shits. That's his name.
Yeah, big shit now. I was well when I got detained, they collect phone everything one time, and they put me and confined me for a bit. But like the next day, one of the officers come and say, Chow, something bad up me. I was like, what? Man, I said, why you see this report or write up? I said, I can see report. You got the fucking phone. And he said, man, I'm gonna read it to you. When this man started to read this thing, I start to laugh. I said, I can tell you who write the Erie and who was a Big Smith because he now take this whole thing, jump on it as of course, and like he didn't stay in somebody who got a voice. He can use whatever it is to bring down somebody that they thought was supporting Dave. I'm gonna put it right because if it looked like everybody supporting Dave and like the cheering, so now they get this still thing, they run with it. So when I listened to what was written there, I like, damn, but no police see me yet forget a statement for me to hear exactly is why they got me in there, and what charge. Because um, if it's an assault charge, the person, if it's a matter of life and death, you get detained. But if it's a common assault, the person goes on bail. But I was not allowed that. And then I realized it's the fucking report that this boy shit right.
He
So I was like, oh
sensationalized the whole thing.
yeah. So John, public now, and all social media personnel who like jump on stuff and
Like me and so, like me. Calm out. Like Mudwata, Guyana, Uncut.
when I looking at the field there, you guys were having, I was having a fucking ball, my. I was laughing, my. I wanted more material. I think you guys make this material more easy for me, Lyndon. The people was lashing left, right, and center. Oh, how deep did he go? Oh, how this, how that, and they went, and I was just laughing because when the first came out, they were condemning me to death. Kitty, don't support nothing more doing, don't even catch a taxi. If you come in a room, you move out because
Well, there's now cancel culture stay, man.
I said, what kind of contest these people going on with? All of a sudden, the whole night stuff on Facebook. The whole night. I said, what? It's why this nice stuff. And I laugh because I definitely know why the fucking nice stuff is because somebody is to find out finally that there is some kind of tape going around and they put their one and two together and say the reason why this whole issue happened is because of this sex tape.
No, the person, if you're talking about the person who I think you're talking about, the person did not say that that is what happened. The person said that they suspect. That person just choose the words carefully, right? That person said that they suspect and they would need to confirm. They would, and this is actually the reason this interview was conceived because
All right, but I can give you it, man, because
Good.
I can give you it.
so you see the tape.
No, I don't want to see. Somebody send it to me
Uh-huh.
and send it to the family, and right away everybody deleted it. And I went to social media and I asked the people not to send us the tape. We're not interested in seeing it. That's not what we want. And I
Give me
think
Give me
give me some
give me some
timeline.
timeline.
No,
Give me
give me
no.
some
Give me some
timeline.
timeline.
The
The
uh-huh.
the
station,
station,
the
the
report.
report.
What
What
was
was
the
the
report
report
to
to
the
the station
station
for?
for?
Was it
Was it
for
for
you
you
or
or
somebody
somebody
else?
else?
The initial report.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
report
report
that
that caused
caused
you
you
to
to
go
go
to
to
the
the
station
station
initially.
initially.
Okay. Now the report is about her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
the
the
report
report
was
was related
related
to
to
a
a
cybercrime
cybercrime
incident.
incident.
I'm not fully aware whether it was a cyber crime incident. But according to why heard, it was from some physical stuff that happened during the night
Okay. Because what
Okay.
we thought
Because
over here, my
what we
team and
thought
I
over
at Guyana
here, my
Uncut,
team and I at
was
Guyana
that
Uncut, was that
the young lady
the young lady
Yeah.
came across the
came across
videos,
the videos,
right?
right?
And
And
maybe went
maybe went
to
to
report
report
that as
that
a
as a
cybercrime
cybercrime
incident,
incident,
right?
right?
And
And
then
then everything else
else
whatever
whatever
happened
happened
after,
after,
right?
right?
But
But
we
we
couldn't
couldn't
confirm that.
confirm that.
So
So
was her
was
report
her report
um anything to do with
anything to
the
do with
video in
the
itself?
video in itself?
Um. Well, it's now I'm hearing that there was a cybercrime report.
No, no,
Right.
no, no,
No,
no.
no,
I
I
am
am
not
not
your
your
man, you
man.
gotta
You gotta
listen, buddy.
listen, buddy.
Words,
Words,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just
Let me
choose
we
listen.
just
words
choose words
carefully,
carefully,
right?
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am
Go
So
ahead.
I
saying
am
that I
saying that
suspect
I
that
suspect
that might have been
that
the
might have
reason
been
because
the
okay, I am
reason
trying to
because
put two
okay,
together
I am
myself
trying
as
to
an
put two together
outsider.
myself as
Oh.
an
So I
outsider.
see
Okay.
So
the
I
video,
see
right?
the
Then I
video,
hear that this young
right? Then
lady
I
went to make a
hear that this
report,
young lady went
right?
to
And
make a
naturally,
report,
I'm thinking,
right?
okay,
And
if
naturally, I'm
this
thinking, okay, if
man
this
leak this young lady video,
man
that would give
leak
her a
this
reason to
young
want to
lady
go to the
video, that
police
would
to
give her
get
a
some sort
reason
of
to want to go to the
control over the
police to get some
situation,
sort of
right? So
control
that
over
is
the
what I
situation,
thought. So now you're saying
right?
that
So that
it
is
may
what
not be
I thought.
that,
So now
and that
you're
there was
saying
some kind of
that it
physical
may not be that,
altercation between
and
her
that
and the
No.
there was
husband.
some kind of physical altercation between her and the husband.
And the ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All
right. So
right. So
tell me
tell me
from
from
there.
there.
So
So
now
now
they
they
gone
gone
to
to
the
the
station.
station.
Yeah. So because let me give you this first of all. Um, it was not then I found out about the tape. I found out about the tape maybe about 5 or 6 days before. Um, when we heard about it, I called her. I said, baby, I need to see you. She has a way of don't want anybody to intrude on her space, but I was a little aggressive with getting to see her. Finally, she decided, well, okay, I'm home. Come. I got there. She got into the car. I said, like, babes, did you do this tape? She said, yes. I said, why? She said, it was she and her boyfriend was just a bit crazy and made a mistake and then got leaked. I was like, so who's this boyfriend? She brought the boy. I spoke to him. He said, yes, he did do it. And it was a mistake. He's very sorry that it leaked out. I told them plain and straight when this tape get around, it's not going to be her, it's going to be Chow's daughter. And people are going to make a mess of me for it. You guys have done some damage. However, it's no problem. We could look at it and deal with it together. You guys have my shoulder. We could talk about it, whatever you want. And y'all call me anytime. All right. And I drove away and left them there. So the issue where people have that I went crazy because of that tape, I would tell you initially it was hard to hear that this is what went on. It was hard to look at the guy that actually participated in the thing and not do them anything. Because I don't know how other men will operate if they're looking at their daughter that's saying yes, and the guy that's saying yes, and you biting because you know you're popular and this shit is going to hit the ceiling. You understand? One way or the other. But I dealt with it because I know, again, go back to Dave now. When people going through things like these, you don't climb on top of them. You don't beat them down. You give them a shoulder, right? And it's that very same shoulder that I even give to Dave that I was giving to my daughter and this guy at that time because I didn't know him before then, and I could have gone crazy. People walk up to me, sometimes say, "But you got feed by." It was me, but they do not know that that's not the reason why the altercation, the little thing happened in the morning. That was not it. What happened was that her ex-boyfriend, no, right? My daughter now, let's say he's a father. You're looking at your daughter going through all these challenges by herself. You must feel for her, but you're allowing her to live because people saying that, that they're big now, they got to do the thing, but you got to, it's still your blood, your blood, and you're looking at her going through all these challenges. Just the other day, um, she came and there was another application and she on her way to leave and then she got this way of getting physical and she got physical with me. My car right now is scratched from bumper to bumper because of her. But I ain't do she nothing there. Because I know she was going through a hard time and she need a shoulder and not nobody going at her with aggression. So when I found out that this guy now, um, like he found out about whatever happened and he was upset. So he went in to do some physical stuff. I got upset now. My daughter's alone out there. She doesn't have anybody with her. Let me go and see and give her a shoulder and walk into the station to realize that the issue that I heard about from my ex-daughter-in-law is not what I'm seeing. And I got a little annoyed when I raised my voice in the station and tell them that there's always look at these things lightly. And I was a little, loud-mouthed in the station. Then when I came out now, I give you the full story. When I came out now, I went to the car and I called my ex-daughter. I said, man, I find she. She's at the station. Everything's okay with her. She doesn't look like if she bung up, she bleeding. Nothing is happening with her. She looks okay. So I know I'm go back to work. And then she came out to the station. No, I was going to the masjid. Then she come out the station. I drove up alongside. I said, babes, come in this car. We go to your mother right now because this is not looking like. And she was like, fuck you. And when she said fuck you, it's like, man, you're not gonna do this to me right now. You're not gonna do this to me anymore. I think you've done enough. We've allowed you enough rope. You're doing enough. We need to have a talk with the family now. So I came out the car and I looked at her. I said, "Girl, go in this car." And I opened the door and put my hand around her waist to like get her into the car. She resisted. I then lose the car and I turned. I said, "Girl, get in this car." And her hand went to my face. This is the second time in less than a month that I get slapped by this individual. I took her hands and I put it into her chest. And I raised my voice very loudly. I said, "Do not ever hit me, a fucking gang girl." And it's at that time the police came out of the station, right? To say that I did what I did. And then immediately, a charge was right up. Then I found out that the exact stuff that Mr. Shit posted was what was given to him by somebody in there. And when the guy asked me, "You want to read it?" I said no, because I don't care where you are writing the statement. None of it is not true because I don't read what Leroy Smith posts. And whatever Leroy Smith posts is what you got in the statement, bro. So you my God defender, because if I can dig out my daughter's eye, look at my size. If I can right hand to she jaw, there's going to be some serious damage, right? So she went to show her medical. She did not bring it back the same day. She bring it back to the next afternoon. I can't get bail, right? So they still hold me to 72 hours. And when the medical come back, I would not share with you what is in that medical. But now that we have the papers from the lies and stuff, that medical, what I can say to you, that medical does not match anything in Leroy Shit's report, because nothing like that ever happened. Nothing like that. No coughing, no digging, no scraping out, no nothing. You understand? But Mudwata, if we can go by law, me reaching out to put her into the car or even restraining her from hitting me is also a form of assault, because that's how the law set it, right? So I basically either in the hands of whoever judge can say whether this is for assault or what can happen with it. But there's no marks, there's nothing on that child that says she get hooked to her jaw and she eye fly out her head and then she eye land on the police desk so he could be able to look through she eye and see that I been coughing her eye out before it land on he desk. So they basically in a nutshell, that's the story.
All right. So that is certainly a different account, and I think that is why it was important for us to have this conversation, so at least people could be able to hear your side. And certainly, if they come in with prejudice, they're not going to give you the time of the day. So when you come in from a platform that is credible, then you get heard. I mean, nobody is saying that. Go ahead. Go
Let
ahead.
me tell you something.
Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you something. Let me cut you. I do not mind the bombs. I do not mind the tantalize. I do not mind who's trying to define me in any way. I always tell people, please go ahead. But guess what? A partner called me and said, Chow, I had to look at my daughter and say, anytime you try with Chow, daughter do that, I kill your son. So now this activity of doing videos, right? With these kids getting involved in because of what happened to me and her, and the kids saw what embarrassment it brings to a family and the child as well. It might stop them from going and do the damn thing. And to me, that's how I just think by it. This is the positive of the whole situation for me. Because now because of your pain, somebody else could gain from it. So I'm okay to go like that with that. You understand? But the hits from the people, the smears from the people, I don't think it's enough. I think they're being too easy with me. You and I being too easy. Pat the lashes, bro. But
Well,
guess what?
we could only say what we know, and that's the thing about credibility. We are afraid to lose
Yeah.
our credibility because our entire platform is built on us talking the truth. So if something is an opinion, you would know that it's an opinion. If something, if we believe that this is what happened, we'd say, oh, we believe that this will happen. But we would never come on and assert that this is the situation when we don't know.
Yeah.
This is why when you reached out, I said, "Oh, let's do an interview so we could confront this issue and we could talk about it. So you could talk to me, I could talk to you, we could respond to each other, and we get to the
Yeah,
bottom of the
man.
situation."
Yeah. According to you, we getting at to the bottom of the skull. Yeah.
We in
Well,
the mud.
you see, yeah, we like in mud, man. You see, the thing about this that I understand how Guyanese operate and how they think. You know, I've been to hell, a fool, the devil come back and tell any story. So basically I'm good to go. That's why I'm telling people. A lot of people call, and that's why I start laugh. Now I stood by Dave to give him some support through his ordeal, and I was deemed an abuser. If I show you how much people call in and message me to tell me and give me support through this, would can we now say that they supporting an abuser? I don't know. Yeah, you saw things about
I
us.
hope they don't come for me for this interview.
Fuck them. I don't listen. I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to fear. I've never done anything to my kids that would hurt them. I've tried to keep them in line to be a father to direct. I did my bit. Those of people who close to me would know. That's why they would say right away, no, I don't believe this cunt for Leroy right, man. Leroy really writes some cunt, but Chopo used to analyze Leroy, but he big BT yourself, and guess that's why Leroy vex. Because I start analyze homosexuals,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
but
but
I have
he,
nothing
he,
against
he,
them,
he
but
does have a big BT hole because he does bug all the time. He's living a tile house on the East Coast with a bleach out
oh, he's
skin
there.
auntie man in agriculture road there. We went and we stake out the house at night. And we see you in the bleach out banner because we going to bust the fucking head. You understand? But somebody said, man, hey, don't do that. You can put the man in trouble. Because he went to the court story and so he can put the man in trouble. But we going to fuck you up. You understand? So we stake out and one set of police car and so does the park up inside the yard. One set of black tint up police car. Leroy Smith is a fucking auntie, man. Don't let nobody try to bluff you. Fucking auntie, man.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that to his career.
The reason why we pick on Leroy Smith in the first place is because he used to come and they're bullying people on the internet and then telling them a set of scunt and they're abusing them out and so. So he said, who's this fucking man that think he is it? You understand? When we check it out now, and we go and scroll the banner page and so, we see, oh shit, this man is a fucking auntie man. Let me get the. You understand? So there's all this whole thing with Leroy Smith start, and he think now that we hate he, but we ain't hate he, we just treating he like how we treat every other auntie man. We just fuck them up. Otisha, we just stare out Otisha all the time. You understand? We don't got no time. Anyway, this whole thing we done with the right. You express yourself. We know what is it from your side.
Yeah,
Leroy big shit stocky thing. Everybody talk the thing, and
yeah,
now you
man.
got chance to talk your thing. So whatever people want to feel, they could feel.
Now you got chance to talk your thing. So
Yeah,
whatever
but
people
man,
want to feel, they could feel.
here to say, here to say before you think because I not them bright, but I remember I dropped out in primary school. Um, the man said because of how this thing look, right? Um, you could get money from this banner by suing the banner. It's true
Well,
because
if
the man really fucked me up. There,
if
everybody,
if
I lose a lot of credibility for the fucking thing when the man do that by
if you could prove damages and you could prove that the things that he write in his article
damages.
are lies,
Let me break this with you
then
online here now. Let me break this with you. We doing this thing in Linden. You hear about it, right? But it's not Chow thing. It's the Reward Center. Andre Wilshire start up a group that's help people on drugs, help them in rehab. He's going to do little interventions with families, direct them to the road of recovery. We got a psychiatrist on board, they do with mental health issues and so, right? No. When the Reward Center hear about what happened, them by go for pull me off the whole program.
because of cancel culture, buddy, there's other things that's work.
Them are serious, and them is me. Let me tell you something, Andre. Well, just my body. You hear? Andre's my body. Even John B. Jones starting to say by Chow. Um, this thing is something true by me up on this. Let me find out first what's going on. When everybody find out what's going on, the man decide to say, yo, we ain't doing this show without you. We ain't doing this presentation to them children without you. Let's go together. And that's how we doing the thing, and then buddy.
All right.
All right. Tell me about the show. What was? Tell me about the details about the show. You have the floor.
It's a stand-up comedy show, more or less, that can be real brutal. We know this banner major high talks and content. We want to fuck you up properly. So some of the team material will hit the team. This show is for the big people from 7 o'clock in the night. This Sunday, the 3rd of December. But during the day, we
Wait,
have
wait, 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 wait. On the day that Venezuela kind of vote for coming and invade Viaga show,
yeah. Yeah, we gonna laugh at them. But why you coming over here? We gonna laugh at them. But here was the ironic thing of this here now, Scott. By listen to this, Scotty. The last time I do show in Linden is the night when Charada say yes.
you just choose the perfect times.
It's true, the fucking perfect.
All right, good. So you didn't tell me the location.
Lyshas Hall in Linden, boy.
Lyshas Hall this way.
Right in Linden and retrieve there.
All
All right, so they got you. They got I see this guy who does play Granger. They got
Yeah.
Twasius. Who else they got?
Yeah. Chris Cooper. Credit Michael Ignacio. He play no he dress
He
me
put
no
another dress.
no dress, no fucking dress, no. And Jumpy Jones.
Yeah, big up you and your team, man. I wish you guys all the best with your show. And
Man, thanks for the interview,
yeah,
man. And as a big fan, I must follow you all the time. I like what you're doing. I wish like Guyana should be like with his man named Jeff Dunham and got you in a cartoon character and got you we turn up a whole fucking place if we do that.
well, I'll try that with dog because for make this cartoon, it is be a team of people, right? Guyana Uncut is a team of people, and this is why when they went for Mudwata, they couldn't say okay, this man is Mudwata because the man is not Mudwata. Mudwata is not a person. Mudwata is a production. So how the fuck you coming for Mudwata and you're gonna grab a man and say oh use Mudwata? They're looking thin. They're looking thin. I hear the case done or something. I got find out is what's going on. But I hear the case done and they can't prove that the man is no Mudwata. Set of stupid people.
Set of stupid people.
The electric case gone. I really mean though,
We
I
can deal
really
with
mean
critic,
that.
man. We can deal with critic. Critic got
Yeah.
the time coming.
I go for invited to the show, but them cheering can't keep any cheering them together. You gotta get more cheer. Keep fucking cheering them.
You
It's
gotta
like
get
can't
three
get
cheer.
yeah. It's just like can't get visa. Don't go nowhere without them cheering, and he have visa. Them cheering and have visa. He can't wait till they got
You
for.
gotta wait. Yeah, you don't know.
You gotta wait. Yeah, you don't know.
But this place that goes on, no more. Just have a record, we record this whole show, and put it back out there.
Yeah,
Let
man.
Yeah,
people
man.
know.
Well, watch once it launch, you could do your thing. Oh, we had a little issue with this guy that used to host this show with we Street Confessions, right? And we're looking for somebody for replace him. You know, if you'll be interested in co-hosting a few
Yeah,
times.
I'm see if Chow Pow interested.
See if Chow
Right? Chow
interested.
Pow is my Chow Pow is a
I can go reach out. I can reach out to Chopo and see if he could co-host the show a couple of times to be just to give you a little break.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Chow Pow would definitely do this fun by because to be honest, me doing none really,
Yeah, man. All right, so
Me doing none.
don't let we dwell on that. We gonna get for the all offline. So the data. Hold on, don't move. Wait, you and your data reconcile.
No.
Not as yet.
Um, okay, let me bring yeah, we need to continue the yeah.
Not as yet.
No. Apparently, there's some issues that I don't know about. There's some issues that the wife don't want to talk about. So no reconciliation at this point in time.
All right, that's
However,
fair enough.
there's my pick me, as I'm by say, I will always love her. She made a mistake. I've made worse mistakes than her. I'm not going to condemn her. I'm not going to put her on no burner. Um, the love is always there for her. I can show you how far this love gone, right? I'm share it with you, bro, because we got to deep on this one. I was willing even to say, well, she they said she had a hard time finding some place. I was going to tell my wife, here, let me move out and let she move back in. So everybody could be comfortable and I can be able to deal with it. But my wife was like, no, let she top this one up because she really do bad and we gotta show her some tough love. Maybe she can be able to catch herself. So and we on the ball rolling. We got I personally deal with the overseas support that some people call them counselors, but because of my disease as an addict, I got to maintain this support base around me to keep me going. So I'm pretty much in a good way, just hoping and praying that she will come to herself and whether she wants to continue with this court matter or she wants to drop it, whichever way she goes, I'm cool with it. I'm just hoping that she overcomes it. She's a brilliant child. She's an amazing organizer. She's my daughter's her father's self, buddy. There's me walking there. So I hope that she gets herself together. The entire family is rooting for her, and hoping at some point in time, that she come to herself and we could probably go ahead.
All right, people, that's a wrap. Zoom catch me again there. This was the first episode of Money Talks. Stay tuned for future episodes and let me know who you want we interview next. Boom out!